Today is July 26th, Saturday, July 26th, 2025, and it was Shabbat, the first day of Av. It's Rosh Chodesh Av of 5785, Parshat Matot-Masei. That's what we read today. And this is the PL-89 calendar. Thought calendar, aka PL-89 Mercury Gematriatic Quantum Thought Calendar. And some incredible finds today. This is a lunar and solar calendar with the Julian calendar. And it's a Gematriatic Thought Calendar, which means that all of the numbers in the boxes have Gematriatic meanings. And as we go through time, and as we connect ideas, we're doing it in time through numbers, gematriatically, and the calendar holds those ideas in place. That's one way of describing it. The way this is formed, is, as you can see, if you look closely at it, there's 8 columns, and there's 10 rows. That makes 80 boxes. And if you're aware of there's something called the 72 names, take a close look at that, and you'll find that it's the same format. And except with the 72 names, it's 8 by 9, of course, because 8 times 9 is 72, and this is 8 by 10. But still, you can fit the 72. That same configuration, you can fit it in here. And today, I saw some incredible examples. This has also been an ongoing work of mine, thesis, I guess you could call it that. It's to prove that the English language is, let's just say, a holy language. And I don't know if that's exactly the right word I wanted to use, but I'm comparing it to Hebrew, and people would think that they're Hebrew inclined. It would say Hebrew is the holy language, and it is, of course. And it's the only. And some people say that Hebrew is the only holy language, but I'm finding out that there are secrets and wisdom and deep things that are hidden inside of English language, and just like Hebrew. But here's the thing, that it should be based on Hebrew thinking, though, and biblical thinking. And if that is the basis for English, you'll see incredible secrets hidden in things like English gematria or words in the English language. And there's incredible wisdom in the spelling of the letters, spelling of the words. For example, today, it is the first day of Av, and in the Bible, in the 5 books of Moses, there's only one date of the anniversary of someone's passing. In other words, you have all kinds of dates for different occasions, holidays, this, that, the first day of the first month, or you have the 15th day for all the different feasts and things. The Yom Tovs, the Chagim. But as far as the anniversary of somebody's passing, which means this is the day that this person passed away, there's only one person in the entire Bible, and that's Aaron the priest, Aaron HaKohen. In this week's Torah portion, in the portion of Maaseh, it's in Numbers chapter 33, verse 38. And 38 is a big deal, because in the first configuration of this calendar, the first dispensation, the first day of Av came out right here. And this is box number 38. And the day of Aaron's passing is the first day of Av. But if you look inside the Bible, the verse that it says that Aaron passed away on this day is verse 38. That blew my mind when I saw that, because I had no idea anything about that. And in the Bible, it would be the way the chapters came out, which is another theory, but that's for a different time, on the verses and chapter numbers of the Bible, and I believe that they're from God as well. Even if man did it, I'm saying there's an intelligence that came down from above. That's one of the theses that I'm trying to prove, the theories I'm trying to prove. But anyway, in the first dispensation of this calendar, 38, I forgot to mention this calendar also includes the Daf Yomi, the daily learning of the Talmud. And, okay, so box number 38 is verse 38, and box number 38 is the first of Av. And in the Torah, in verse 38, it says that Aaron, priest, the only yahrzeit, the only passing date, is in verse 38, and this is box 38. I didn't plan it that way. Anyway, that's that. So, but we're not in the first dispensation now, which was dispensation 8. No, we're in the third dispensation, which is dispensation 2. And in that dispensation, the first of Av is actually over here. The first of Av, see, in astrology, you have 3 basic kinds of months. You have cardinal months, fixed months, and mutable months. And that's just a way of saying the beginning, middle, and end. So, for example, the first month of spring would be, let's say, April. So that would be cardinal. When you're really deep into spring, it's called fixed. That's a May. It's when you're very much into it. And then the last month would be mutable, which means that's the month that's going to be changing to the next season. So June is mutable because it's the last month. It's still spring, but when you get to June 21st, you're already into summer officially. So that's the basic idea, and it happens for each season that way. So in this dispensation, in the final dispensation, and there'll be one more, but it won't be years. It'll just be 1 year that will blend all the dispensations together, and I'm already seeing hints of that right now. Okay, but basically, English gematria. Remember what I was saying about English? That it's a holy language. Here's what I mean. If you look at the spelling of the name Aaron, most times if it's being spelled correctly in the English language, it's going to have 2 A's. Have you ever wondered why there are 2 A's in Aaron? Aaron. That's generally the way Aaron is spelled. Of course, there are people that spell it Aron, but it's not the norm. Or Aronn. There's all kinds of alternative spellings, but the main way to spell it correctly is Aaron. Now, if you study the language in a mathematical way, you'll realize that there's an intelligence behind the language. There really is. So, like I said before, Aaron is the one who is the high priest. And he's the only one who, in the Bible, it says in the 5 books of Moses, in the Torah, the day he passed away. And in the first dispensation, like I said, it was 38. And today's Daf Yomi is 38 also. But that goes back to the first dispensation. But in the third dispensation, 8 is right here. And this is the first day of Av, and this is the day of Aaron's passing. But what is Aaron in gematria? English gematria, or simple English gematria, or simple gematria, or English ordinal gematria is when you just go A equals 1, B equals 2, C equals 3, D equals 4, E equals 5, and you do that up until Z, and Z equals 26. That's another reason why it's a good sign that English is a holy language, because there's 26 letters, and 26 is the numerical value of God's name, and that's also in both English and Hebrew. It's so I'll go through that at a different time. But for now, when you're seeing 8 as Aaron's passing, you're seeing Aaron, because Aaron in English gematria equals 49, and 49 is I forgot to mention a part, so I don't think it's going to make sense to you. I'll explain it now. I'll explain to you why the missing piece. See, I'm jumping the gun. I'm already thinking that you have all this, the backstories, which I'm... Anyway, the reason why 49 is amazing is because what I said before about the 72 names is that this is exactly parallel. The 72 names, in Hebrew, it reads from right to left. But the PL-89 calendar, it goes from left to right. But it's meant to be used that you count both ways. It's forward and backward. You're supposed to count both ways with it. So the reason why this parallels the 72 names is that if you start from here as the first name, then if you do 7 times 7, which is 49, and you go all the way down, then the 49th name is going to be exactly the same as the first box. It'll be exactly the same. It's the Hebrew name is Vav He Vav. Okay? Which has a basic numerical value of 17. And so this box is like a mirror image of this box. So if I started from 8 here, it's like I'm starting from 8 here. And it parallels it. See, 8, 28 here, and once you get to 49, so it's 8, 60, yeah, right? 8, 16, 24, 32, okay, 40, and then 48. And once you get to 49, it's gonna be the same as it's gonna also gonna be Vav He Vav. In the other way, in the Hebrew way. But in the other way, it's 8 is 49, it mirror images that.